Alright, this video is about a new VEVOR universal suspension seat for my HYAYEE Shy 20. I was looking for a seat for the HYAYEE, and I had a couple people ask me if I knew anything about the VEVOR new suspension seats here. So I reached out to VEVOR, and I was able to get one to use on it, try and make a video of. So this is what it looks like, and I'll be installing it later. Now, if you wonder why your VEVOR items arrive damaged and beat up looking, it's because FedEx just threw them out of the truck. Luckily, there was a snowbank there it landed in, and no, actually it was nasty weather, and I didn't know he was coming. He just threw it in the snowbank, but this is what it looked like. Dried off and everything was okay. You can see a couple dents and holes in the box here, but that's about it. Snow brushed right off of it, and luckily it was packed well. You can see that it came with a couple pieces of styrofoam in there. It really was packed nice, and wasn't any damage when I opened it, so it really came nice. Let's get this thing out of the box here now. A little bit tough. It's stuck in there kind of with the seat adjusting arm was stuck in the styrofoam from when it hit the ground, it looks like, or bounced in shipping, but came right out. Let's get it on the bench, take a first look at this thing, and my first look was, boy, this is really a nice seat. I'm pretty amazed the quality and the stitching, and it just looks nice. Let's figure out how to get this back up. It comes all folded down like this, which is a good thing. And I found out that on the side there's a lever that you just pull up on, and it allows you to lock this in any position, basically from all the way fully down like that to reclining. It's spring loaded, so it's a little tough. I don't have it anchored to anything, but you can see it. Let's get it up into sitting position. Armrests are adjustable, and there's kind of some of the specs on the seat from their website, and there's the armrest adjustment and stuff, and you can see it's really doesn't have a lot of travel and everything else on the slides. And the armrest, those little twisters down there underneath the armrests are the adjusters. The stitching on it is nice. Comes with a nice little manual that actually, if you're interested in a seat like this, you can download it online and get the measurements and stuff off of it first. But basically, it looks like it's a marine type vinyl, almost something like that. I'm not sure how durable it is in the UV rays or anything, and I don't think I'd leave it outside 24/7. I think it's something that you want to keep protected at times, but it does nice materials. Adjustment works nice there. You can see the stitching is nice. Has a seat belt on it. Seat belt's long enough to go around my fat belly there, and it does have a locking type feature on it. So that's really a great feature to have on the machine, and it does come with a suspension that's adjustable. Now you turn this knob to adjust the weight rating. It goes from 110 pounds to 286.7, they say. And there's the seat adjuster that was stuck in a styrofoam there. So all you have to do is pick that up, and it'll slide on the tracks. And everything really looks nice. You can see all the stitching is nice. No sharp edges, no burrs, no loose threads or anything. They did do a nice job. Needs a little time in the sunshine, warmed up, I think, to tighten up the little bit of material. The only thing I see is that pattern in the center of it seems to be a little bit off center, going sideways. So probably something in the stitching, but really doesn't affect the quality. And there's a nice pocket on the back of the seat. But the main thing that I wanted here was the operator presence seat. If you remember, I had trouble with remembering to get that little switch for the hydraulics. Yeah, I almost kind of broke my leg when I jumped off the machine and forgot to throw that switch and hit the joystick on the way off. So this will be a lot of safety to it. It's stitched up kind of like a boat seat or a golf cart seat, it looks like. They take and they wrap it around and they staple it on the bottom. And you can see it's a nice thick vinyl material there. So that's kind of the construction of it. It looks nice, and there is a pan on the bottom of it that holds the slides here. There's two slides. They do have like 6 inches almost adjustment in each direction, and it's a standard suspension type seat. And this seat is available separate from them also. I noticed, I see on their website they list it separate, but I'm going to try to, I peeled this little rubber bellows back, try to get in there. You can see it's 2 big scissors assemblies. Everything seems to be welded in there nice, and it's kind of tight in the front. Oh, let me get the camera in there. I got to pull things back a little bit, open that up a little bit, try to get a look. There you can see there's 2 big springs, and there's actually a shock going down the other way. So it's kind of like the Michigan seat that's in my BX, I think. And everything looks to be welded good, and seems to be a standard suspension type that they do use on these seats. And nice heavy spring on the lock, so that won't change on you when you're in it. So now let's do the butt test. Thing's nice. It's not really soft, it's firm, but it's comfortable. It just fits my butt. It seems a little bit shorter than like a car seat or something like that. I can't tell, my feet are hanging out, but it does feel really comfortable. And the armrests are adjustable, and that's one big thing I missed on the excavator. Having a little wrist rest just didn't work for me. And the arms are just in the right place, and it does have a nice travel to it, nice comfortable spring suspension that seems to float nice. And I can't really tell till I get it on the machine, but this does fit me perfect. Arms are right, and it looks like the joysticks will be right. I think it's going to work good. It's going to get me up a little bit and back a little bit and give me more leg room on that machine. And also give me safety, so when I get up, everything's definitely shut off. So that's a good thing. And you can see it's got about 1.5 inches of travel with the spring set up. And I think it's a little more if you go bottom it out. But, I think it's going to work out. We'll see better once it warms up outside and I can get it installed. And the wiring for the operator switch is about 27 inches long. So that should be plenty good enough for me. And it should reach over into the console. And it is a normally open switch, you can see, and it's a seat presence switch. Doesn't work on the suspension. You have to sit on the seat, so that's a good thing, and it reacts fast. Here's some overall dimensions. I mean, there's better dimensions on the website, but if you want to fit it between the ropes or something, it's about 23 inches there. It's going to take to fit between the ropes, and let's get a couple more numbers here. It's about 10 inches up to the seat. Now when you're sitting on it, probably goes down to 8, which actually is going to be pretty good on that excavator, because my legs were really cramped on there with the other seat that came on it. And it's about 19 overall length when you look at the length on it. And the width of it down there at the base is about 16 inches. And the slides are about 11.25, and center line is about 26 inches overall tall with the no weight on it. That's kind of the dimensions of it. And looking at the track, there you can see it's 11.22 inches in the narrow position and 12.91 in the wide position. And there's 2 sets of holes, so you can move that from side to side and get a little wider. You probably could drill some extra holes in the middle if you had to get in between there, but it looks to be I think this is about a universal setup, and there's the other holes you can move the track to on both sides a little bit wider. Comes in a narrow position. So that's kind of what it looks like. And like I said, I'll have more time once it warms up to get out there and install it. But for now, I just wanted to do an overall look at it, because I know I had people interested in these seats, and they really wanted to see what they were made of and how they were made and stuff. And it looks pretty nice. Like I said, the only thing I can see is that artwork in the center of that back cushion's a little bit twisted. I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if it's just I got the cover on a little bit twisted, but everything else is perfect on it. It's really hard to notice anyway if you're sitting on it. But So I'll be doing a update when I do the installation and everything else when it gets warmer. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.